Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Joseph Novichkov, Senior Analyst at GDMFX with the morning outlook. Starting with Japan, today the market is closed for Japan. It's Marine Day holiday. Now moving forward to New Zealand. New Zealand's dollar advanced for a second day on speculation that the central bank will rise borrowing costs this week. The Kiwi climbed versus all of its 16 major peers as the 2-year swap rate, an indicator of interest rate expectations, rose for the first time in 4 days. What we're looking at against the US dollar, the Kiwi is at 0.8710, aiming for the break above the 0.8750 resistance point from where we can see further upside. The European stocks futures are advancing as investors wait earnings report and signs of easing in international political tensions after the downing of passenger jet in Ukraine and Israel's offensive in Gaza. Now, the euro against versus the US dollar is remaining above the level of 1.35. A probable correction to the upside is possible. Now, the British pound versus the dollar is set for a correction to the downside, close to the midterm uptrend line, close to the $1.7 per pound level. If the trend is still valid with the weekly close, the change is highly likely to bring the price further upside, which makes it a very good buy range. A gouge of the US dollar was 0.3% from a 4-week high before the data of house price index and the consumer confidence coming out tomorrow might show that the inflation held at its fastest since 2012. In the commodity sector, gold is traded little changed at this moment after the first weekly loss for the past 7 weeks, as the investors are weighing the outlook for the higher U.S. borrowing costs against demand for a haven on unrest in Ukraine and Gaza. The expectations for higher interest rates in the U.S., of course, remains the driving force for gold prices, where we're looking at a price of $13.14 right now, climbing slightly this morning. However, the price remains well below the falling uptrend line. Now, the down jet in Ukraine and Israel's Gaza tensions blinded speculators who had cut bullish bets on crude oil on assumption that risk to supply were diminishing. Net long positions on WTI shrank to the lowest level since January 21, as geopolitical events are not playing to the price as much as it should. However, in Libya, the holders of Africa's biggest oil reserves, rockets and rocket-propelled grenades damaged aircraft as week-long clashes continued near Tripoli. The unrest flared as the government prepared to resume crude imports from 2 terminals. Now, the country's east after regaining control of the facilities from the rebels. Crude oil is now trading below the 102 level. Also, most of our indicators are showing sidelines to lower price possible for today and the rest of the week. That's all from me. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.